How
Chapter
earthquakes
10
form.
Summary: The Power in You. In The Power, Chapter 10 turns the focus inward. After discussing money, relationships, health, and daily life, author Rhonda Byrne emphasizes that the most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. The chapter teaches that to fully use the power of love, you must first recognize your own value, develop self-respect, and understand that you have the ability to shape your experiences through your thoughts, feelings, and actions. You are more powerful than you realize. The chapter begins with the idea that many people underestimate themselves. They often focus on weaknesses, compare themselves with others, doubt their abilities, criticize themselves harshly. According to the author, these habits create negative feelings that weaken confidence and reduce personal growth. The book encourages readers to recognize that they possess far more potential than they usually acknowledge. Every person has unique talents, valuable qualities, creative abilities, the capacity to learn and improve. The first step toward personal transformation is believing that positive change is possible. The relationship you have with yourself. A central message of this chapter is that the way you treat yourself affects every area of life. Many people would never speak to a friend the way they speak to themselves. Examples of self-critical thoughts include: I'm not good enough. I always fail. I can't do anything right. I'm not capable. The author argues that repeatedly thinking such thoughts creates negative emotion and damages self-confidence. Instead, readers are encouraged to speak kindly to themselves, recognize their strengths, celebrate progress, treat themselves with respect. Self-love is essential. One of the most important lessons in Chapter 10 is the concept of self-love. The author explains that self-love is often misunderstood. It does not mean being selfish, thinking you are better than others, ignoring mistakes. Instead, self-love means accepting yourself, valuing yourself, caring for yourself, recognizing your worth. When people genuinely appreciate themselves, they often make healthier choices and develop greater confidence. Stop comparing yourself to others. The chapter discusses the danger of constant comparison. People frequently compare appearance, income, career success, relationships, possessions. According to the book, comparison often creates feelings of envy, insecurity, dissatisfaction. The author encourages readers to focus on their own growth rather than measuring themselves against others. Every person's journey is different. Success should be measured by personal improvement rather than by comparison. Focus on your strengths. Another major theme is learning to recognize positive qualities. Many individuals spend far more time thinking about flaws than strengths. The chapter suggests creating a habit of noticing skills you possess, challenges you have overcome, positive character traits, achievements both large and small. By focusing on strengths, people can build greater confidence and motivation. Forgive yourself. The chapter also addresses self-forgiveness. Many people carry guilt or regret about past mistakes, missed opportunities, poor decisions. The author argues that constantly reliving past failures keeps people trapped in negative emotions. Instead, readers are encouraged to learn from mistakes, accept responsibility when necessary, forgive themselves, move forward. Self-forgiveness creates emotional freedom and allows growth. Take responsibility for your life. A powerful lesson in this chapter is personal responsibility. The author explains that while people cannot control every event that happens, they can influence. Their attitude, their responses, their focus, their actions. Taking responsibility means recognizing that your choices matter. Rather than blaming circumstances, readers are encouraged to ask, what can I do? What can I learn? How can I improve? This mindset promotes empowerment rather than helplessness. Choose thoughts that support you. Throughout the chapter, the author reminds readers that thoughts influence feelings. Supportive thoughts create confidence, hope, motivation, enthusiasm. Destructive thoughts create fear, doubt, discouragement, anxiety. The goal is not to ignore reality, but to choose thoughts that help rather than harm. For example, instead of, I can't do this, try, I can learn how to do this. Instead of, I'm not capable, try, I can improve with effort and practice. Appreciate who you are today. The chapter emphasizes that self-worth should not depend entirely on future achievements. Many people think, I'll be happy when I succeed. I'll value myself when I earn more. I'll feel worthy when I achieve my goals. The author encourages appreciating yourself now, while still pursuing growth. You can be grateful for who you are today, while continuing to improve. Build positive daily habits. Chapter 10 encourages readers to create habits that strengthen positive feelings. Examples include gratitude. Appreciate what is good in your life. Positive self-talk. Use encouraging language when speaking to yourself. Learning. Continue developing knowledge and skills. Self-care. Take care of physical and emotional well-being. Reflection. Spend time thinking about progress and growth. These habits help reinforce self-respect and confidence. Practical exercises from the chapter. 1. Write down your strengths. Create a list of qualities and abilities you appreciate about yourself. 2. Practice positive self-talk. Replace self-critical thoughts with supportive ones. 3. Forgive a past mistake. Choose one regret and consciously release excessive guilt about it. 4. Celebrate progress. Acknowledge improvements and achievements, even small ones. 5. Spend time on self-care. Do something that supports your physical or emotional well-being. Key lessons from Chapter 10. You have more potential than you often realize. The relationship with yourself affects every area of life. Self-love is an important foundation for happiness. Constant comparison creates unnecessary suffering.